Hello, how are we doing? Welcome to Pilates for core and glutes. So we're going to be warming up, mobilising the whole body, and then having the emphasis of the Pilates session working on strength, building of the glutes and mobility, and core strengthening as well. So first off, as long as you're feeling fit and well, let's begin. We're going to bend our knees. We're going to make sure the feet and ankles are directly underneath the pelvis, hands on the pelvis, and we're going to rock the pelvis forward and back. Now, as we do this, we take our time to think about the breath. We take our time to think about what we are doing and our intentions. We want to start off as we need to go on. We need to be drawing in those abdominals, utilising that exhale at the time when we need to exert. So we exhale, pelvic floor pull, abdominal brace, inhale, relax. Exhale, pull, inhale, relax. If you find closing your eyes is actually more beneficial for you, so it helps you to engage and communicate a little bit more with your core, feel free to do so. So we want to be thinking about shortening that distance between the pubis and the coccyx and closing the book of the pelvis. So we exhale, we do all that. Inhale, let it go. Exhale, inhale. So we're going to bring our hands to the bottom of the ribs, circle through one way, circle the other way. So mobilising through the spine in the lumbar thoracic region, so coming out of the thoracic into the lumbar region each way. How does that feel? Feels good, right? Do you feel any restrictions anywhere? Does it feel like it's pulling? Do you feel like you've got imbalances each side? We typically have. But it's about knowing about them and working towards recorrecting those. Wonderful. Right, one more each way. Level out through the legs. Draw the pelvis. All 3 points of the pelvis look forward. Take a deep breath in. Lift all the way up. Exhale. Open out through the chest into our neutral. So we're lifting the gaze, looking just above our horizon. So the chin is lifted, and that's going to draw up through the spine and help us into our neutral spine. Take a deep breath in. Lift all the way up. Exhale, open out through the chest. Now, as we exhale and open, inhale, lift, exhale, open up through the chest. So we retract the shoulder blades, bring the arms all the way behind. So we're not just thinking about bringing the arms here where we can see them in our peripheral. We actively pull the shoulder blades together, get those involved as we circle through the arms. One more. Then going to come down, drop the head around the shoulders and roll down. Think about knocking each vertebrae off one at a time, all the way down. Doing that in the backs of the legs, the glutes, the back. Now the trick is here to let go. We're going to want to grip through the glutes, especially if you are a little bit weaker in the lower back, in the glutes. But this is where we want to be, letting go. Then we bend the knees a little bit more to roll up. Lengthen out through the knees, driving the pelvis into neutral. Inhale, lift, circle down, we go again. Drop the head around the shoulders. Now at this point, if you're not already there, come to the back of your mat. And exhale all the way up. Oh, lovely. All the way up to the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. Same again, roll down. So mobilising through the back, through the spine. Right, one more time. Then we're going to add in. So we've got that even weight distribution as we go as well. Circle down, then we drop the head down the shoulders, all the way down, but this time we're going to walk forward into down dog, upside down V. We're walking through the heels, so it's like you're pedal pushing like you're walking. Toes stay on the floor because we want to stretch the plantar fascia on the sole of the foot as well. So we get the calves going, hamstrings, come into full down dog, then walk the hands back in. Bend the knees slightly if you need, and then roll up. We're doing that again. Deep breath in, reach all the way up. Exhale, drop the head around the shoulders. Roll down. Walk forward into down dog. We're going to do 8 pedal pushes here. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full down dog. Lengthen your neck, so drop your head well away from your shoulders. And walk the hands back in. So we're going to go straight into a nice sequence now. Inhale, lift all the way up. all the way down, drop the head around the shoulders, roll down. This time, walk forward into down dog. We're going to do 8 pedal pushes. Wonderful. 8 there. Then push forward into your shoulders into plank. Option, take your knees to the floor in a half plank, but we want to be lengthening out through the arms, slight retraction through the scapula, pushing the shoulders forward. So feel that in the core, pelvic floor pull. We're here or we're here, pelvic floor pull. Good stuff. Back up into down dog. Walk it back in. Bend the knees and roll if you need to and roll back up. Okay, we're going to add into this as well. Abduction one side and the other side. We do that again. So one more each side. So we're working into the outside of the glutes, glute medius, glute minimus. Reach all the way up, circle down, drop the head around the shoulders, walk down into down dog. Hold down dog this time. Then push forward into your plank and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way back in. Walk the hands in this time, no down dog, and roll up. Take your time. Abductions, standing abductions, 4 in total, so 2 each side. Take your time with it. Back of the mat, so you can stay at the back of the mat. I'm just moving around so you can see me properly. You roll down, walk forward into down dog, hold your down dog, and then push forward into plank and hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it back in and roll up. So we're starting to generate some heat now, starting to really wake everything up. Make sure we come into neutral before we start lifting into those abductions. Then again, roll down. Forward into down dog. Hold your down dog for a moment. Push forward into plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it back in. We're going to do that one more time through. All the way up. Good stuff. Abductions again. All the way through. One more time before we have a little change again. And we're actually going to be coming down to the floor after this one, and we're going to stay down. Drop the head down the shoulders, roll down. Forward into down dog. Hold for a moment. Push into your plank. Again, hold on your hands, on your toes, or on your knees. Good stuff. Knees down. Arch out through the back and sit back into child's pose. Child's pose is yours. If you need to have your feet wider for child's pose, your knees wider for child's pose, go for it. But if you can go a little bit narrower with it, you're going to get a little bit of a better stretch through the lumbar spine. Wonderful. All right, reach forward, draw your head along the mat, onto your front. And this is where we're going to start really working into the glutes. So we can have the hands on top of each other. You can have your head on your hands, but obviously pay attention first so you know what you're doing. We bend one knee, heel to the ceiling, toes to the floor. We're going to pulse 3, 2, 1. Bring it down and lengthen. Same again on the other one. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down and lengthen. Go again. So it's important to get the knee bent as much as possible. Heel to ceiling, toes to floor. Imagine you've got a ball behind your knee and you're trying to hold it in place. We're keeping it in place. So keep that knee bent. So again, here's our progress. We can hold on the third one, extend, and then lower. So it's up to you which version you want to go for. You pulse 3, 2, up and hold, extend, and then lower. This way we just get that little bit more time under tension. How's the glutes feeling right now? How are the hamstrings feeling? Now, if you're happy to stay here, we can stay here, or you can advance. So we do one each side. Then we bend both legs together, heels together, bending the knees as much as possible, and pulse 3, 2, 1, and then bring it back down. So we do all that again. Bend one knee, pulse to the ceiling 3 times, extend and lower. Same again the other side, bend the knee, pulse 3 times, extend and lower. Then both heels together, bend the knees as much as possible, and pulse 3, 2, 1, and then bring it back down. Now, whilst we do this, it's important to note we don't want to be lifting the pelvis off the floor. We need the pelvis in contact with the ground. Otherwise, the lower back starts taking too much load. It is taking some, but it takes too much load for what we are doing. We start over-egging the lower back, whereas actually here, as we're pulsing towards the ceiling, we still want the deep core to be engaged. Pelvic floor, deep core, be fully engaged. One more advancement if you choose for it. Remember, these are varying levels and you stick with which one suits you. Bend your knees, heels together, we pulse 3, 2, up and hold, extend, then lower. Lots and lots of glute strength here. So here's the sequence all the way through. The more advanced, 3 pulses, extend and lower. Same again, bend the knees, heels, pulse 3, 2, up and hold, extend and lower. Right, we're going to do that another 3 times through before we move on. So now we know what we're doing. Shoulders back, well away from the ears. Relax your shoulders down. Both legs together if you're going for it. Big bracing of the abdominals, relaxing those shoulders down as much as possible. We don't want to have unnecessary tension further up, especially in the neck. We don't need it there. This is our penultimate. 3 squeezes, extend and lower, and then one more time through. Drive up to the ceiling. Try and keep the leg as close to neutral as you can rather than splaying out. You should feel a really nice burn going on in the glutes. Extend and lower. Wonderful. All right, elbows underneath shoulders, lift up through your chest. Now press your knees into the floor and drive all the way back into child's pose. Really good stretch out of the back here. So we're going to come up onto all fours. We're just going to mobilise the back a little bit to counter that. Open up your left arm travels underneath the torso, all the way down, all the way back up, open the chest again, and back down. Same again on the other side. So just mobilise a little bit more through the thoracic, through the lumbar, after we've just been working the glutes and the hamstrings quite considerably. Good stuff. All right, one more time each side before we move on again. How's that feeling? Doesn't it feel so much better already? Just a little bit of movement. So come into cat-cow. Exhale to arch the back. Inhale. The head follows through all the way with each move. So, all right then. Onto your bum. Feet down and arms forward. So get that pelvic tuck going on. The pubis to coccyx, close the book of the pelvis and then lean back. So when we lean back, we don't want to be arching the back out. We want to be arching the back in. We're going to go wise. We're going to rotate one way, rotate the other way, reach both arms over the head and then bring it back. So that one again. Rotate one way, other way, feet are on the floor, stay still where you are, reach up, then bring it back down. So adding that leverage with the weight with the arms over the head just increases the intensity of that static hold. So really working into the core here. Ensuring that we are not arching out the back to the point where we are pushing the abdominals forward. That is not our intention. All right, what do you say we add in? So one each side, reach up over the head, hands come behind, feet close to the bum, we lift up into reverse plank. So we're trying to lift the pelvis up as high as we can for that bit. Working the hamstrings and glutes again. Hands go behind, spin. Here we go again. 2 rotations. I'll reach up. Hands go back. And into reverse tabletop. Now we have one advancement for this, which we can delve into now. So instead of our reverse tabletop, we lengthen the legs and come into reverse plank. So for reverse plank, we have our legs pressed together. Think about squeezing the inner thighs to each other. We don't need to have them away. We're not knocking the knees inwards, we're squeezing the top of the inner thighs towards each other. How's that feeling? Getting a little bit warm now, right? Good, that's what we like. A little bit of warmth. Right, we're going to do that 3 more times through before we take our practice right down onto the mat. So we are lying down. A couple more times here. So that pelvic floor pull or abdominal brace. That is what we need to be considering and practicing throughout this. Because without that, we're not really getting the most effective workout that we can. Good stuff. All right, here we go. We're going to come down to reach the arms forward and roll all the way down. Take a full body stretch. Just have a quick stretch out of the abdominals first before we move on. I'm going to go slightly over. All right, so we're going to bend the knees, hands by the ears, but the elbows are on the floor currently. Right ankle on top of the left knee and then drive the right knee away. Now we're going to bring left elbow to the right knee, but keep the right elbow on the floor. So lift that left heel off the floor, pelvic floor pull, abdominal brace, exhale, elbow to opposite knee, 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. We switch sides. Left ankle on right knee, drive it away, lift that right heel, and then opposite elbow to that knee. 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Good stuff. So we're going to do that again. We're going to do this a few times before we add in. 2, 1. And again, always conscious of that pelvic floor pull, abdominal brace before we go anywhere. We set up from the foundation and we are good. Right then, 1 more time through and then we're adding after this one. So we want to ensure we keep that chin tucked, otherwise we start straining through the neck. Ooh, feeling this now. One more. Wonderful. Arms by the side, legs up in the air, and we're going to do slow switches. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, bring them back down. Hands by the ears and we go again. So the right ankle on the left knee, left elbow to right knee 4 times. Exhale on that exertion. That's going to help with that pelvic floor brace and that lower abdominal brace. Swap legs. We'll do 4. Then bring the arms by the side. Thumbs up to the ceiling, little fingers to the floor. And we do our 8 switches. Now you can make them shorter if you need to. That was 8. Let's bring it back down. Let's go again. So we do our 4 cross crunches. Not very often I do crunches, but when we do them, they are good to do. There's plenty of core exercises we can do. Legs up. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. All right, 2 more times through. Here we go. How is your core? Is it feeling now? And swap sides. So I know we're starting to get a bit hot, a little bit fatigued, but this is where we need to persevere. So our leg switches. Ooh. Fantastic. Right, 1 more time through. And then we can have a little relax. Those big exhales as we come up. Get that foundation set, get the setup done before going anywhere. Legs up. Here we go. Last set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the knees in, have a little rock and roll. Then we tap the toes to the floor, arms go wide, and we drop the legs side to side. Again, reinforcing exertion against gravity. Exhale as we lift, inhale, drop it down. So we still need to, yes, it's a relaxing mobility move, but it's good to keep continuing that practice of exhaling on the exertion. Right, last one. I'm going to place the right ankle on top of the left knee. Drive that right knee away, and the left knee needs to go out slightly to the left. From here, if you wish to do so, the right arm is going to go in the gap in between the legs, hold on to the back of the left knee. Left hand is going to join it behind. Relax your head down and enjoy this glute stretch. Relax your shoulders, relax your head, relax your neck. Take long, slow, deep breaths in. Slow breath out. We release. We swap sides. Place the left ankle on top of the right knee. Drive that left knee away. Pull that right leg off the floor. Left hand goes in the gap in between the legs. Hooks onto the back of the right knee. Right hand meets it. And we have a stretch here. Few deep breaths. Enjoy that stillness, enjoy that peace. We release. Bring the soles of the feet together and open up the pelvis, open up the hips into supine butterfly. Arms can go wide, drop your shoulders well away from your ears. and just take a few moments to reflect on your practice, to reflect on what you've accomplished in this session. Allow those muscles that we were creating tension through, allow that tension to dissipate. Taking a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Feel your shoulders melt away from your ears. Feel the legs drop closer to the floor. Feel your fingers and your toes turning loose. Take a deep breath in and long, slow breaths out. As we take another deep breath in, we mentally prepare to bring ourselves up. We take another inhale. And as we exhale, we close the knees together and bring the legs into the chest, wrap the arms around them, and rock and roll side to side, forward and back, whatever feels good. We then come up to seated in whichever way is good for you. Reaching up over the head, partially cross legs. Reminding the spine of how we can move. We come into rotation. Bending the hands forward, onto all fours, arch through the spine, roll through the torso. Again, remobilize. More each way. Then arch out through the spine, tuck the toes up into down dog. We do 6 pedal pushes. And then full down dog. Walk the hands in towards the feet. Take your time. Bend your knees and roll up through your spine. Slow, slow, slow. Taking a big breath in at the top. Feet go wide. Exhale, throw the arms. We step in, take a big breath in. Exhale down. Inhale up. And again, down and up. One more time. Hold at the top. Then open up the heart. Palms to the ceiling. And give yourself a round of applause. Thank you for joining me for that workout. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope your core and your glutes feel more switched on and a little bit more fire in their souls. Have a wonderful day. Take care, and I'll see you for the next one.